What's going on, Airsofters? Today's a huge day for Team ODA because our YouTube channel has just reached 1,000 subscribers. And on behalf of the team, I would just like to say thank you. 1,000 is a huge number, and I don't think anyone on the team ever anticipated our channel to reach this level. We originally just started posting our gameplay to YouTube just to share footage with the Airsoft community, not for it to reach a level such as this. So once again, just like to say thank you, and enjoy the video, guys. Alright, so the first pistol we have on our list today is the KJ Works P229. This was the first pistol I ever purchased, and I'm just getting into Airsoft. I didn't really have any preference on any kind of pistols I really like to use because I never used any other Airsoft pistols before. But I always liked the look of the 229, and that's basically what I really went off with. And I also kind of like the features it came with, such as the double stack magazine, the double action trigger, slide lock and things like that. And I also really liked it because it's got really good quality. The whole frame's made out of metal, the slide's made out of metal, and had good FPS. So that's why I chose the 229, and it's a really nice pistol overall. Alright, so the second pistol we have on our list is another KJ Works pistol, except this one is a P226. This one, unlike the 229, is a little longer. And basically, it's the same pistol, except, like I just said before, it's a little longer. Same features. It's got the slide lock on it, decocker right here, and obviously this one's an OD green as opposed to the black. And I like this pistol. It's got a really good kick to it. I think that's because the slide, it's got more mass to it, because obviously it's a little longer. But that's my theory. It could be something else, maybe a stronger spring, I don't know. But yeah. 226 by KJ Works, really nice pistol. Alright, so the next pistol we have on our list is the KWA M93R NS2, and the reason why I ended up purchasing this pistol is because it's a KWA M93R. It's got 3 modes of fire, semi-automatic, fully automatic, 3-round burst, you know, and one of the main reasons why I got it was because it sets itself apart from other pistols out there on the market. I mean, it just looks completely different. I mean, with the extended mags in there, it's got the spike grip on here, it's got the extended outer barrel. The barrel doesn't actually go out into this. I was a little disappointed in that. I was hoping to get a little more accuracy than most M9s, but whatever, it still looks cool. It's got a really good quality to it. It's got a full metal lower receiver, full metal slide. It's got a polymer pistol grip. Grip panels. And yeah, it's just a really nice handgun overall. However, I was having a few problems with this, playing with it outdoors. One was, it's a really big handgun, especially with those extended magazines in there. And it was just flopping around in my holster too much and getting in the way when I was crawling around in the dirt. And another thing was, if you get like a little grain of sand in here or some sand in here, it's going to lock up on you because it requires like tiny little parts to make that semi-automatic 3-round burst and fully automatic functions work. So I think this is more designed for indoor play and CQB environments, not really meant to be used in outdoor environments, but that's just my personal preference on it. So we're going to start playing some CQB here hopefully next season. We've looked up a few fields and we're going to try to hit them. And I'll bring this back, definitely going to bring this back when we go to play CQB because it's just a CQB dominator with that fully automatic feature. And Christian, I don't know, actually you probably haven't seen it, he has the stock for it. And that's pretty sick. I mean, you basically just turn this thing into a submachine gun with that stock on it. So, yeah, KWA M93R, really nice pistol. Alright, so the final pistol we have on our list is the KWA M1911 Mark IV Professional Training Pistol. I got this pistol to replace my KWA M93R, which I was having problems with. And the reason why I chose the 1911 platform is I got used to Nick's M1911 after using it a little bit. I like the sleekness of it, the slimness of it. I like the way it conforms to my hand. I like all the features on it. It just looks really nice. It comes in black and OD green, obviously, which is really convenient because I like the Mark IV as opposed to the Mark III, Mark II, and Mark I. And conveniently, the Mark IV, my favorite version, came in OD green and black, so that was a win-win. And shoots really accurately. It's got a rail in the bottom here, so probably put some attachments on it, like a laser, maybe a flashlight on it sometime in the future, make it look really cool, maybe help me out with my non-aim down sight accuracy. And comes with a 21-round magazine as opposed to the 15-round magazine, which I really appreciate because you think like those extra 6 rounds, they go really far. You're engaging someone, you'll be thankful you have the extra 6 rounds as opposed to the standard 15. But Yeah, the KWA Mark IV professional training pistol, my favorite pistol out of the bunch. Alright, so the first assault rifle on our list is the Classic Army Scar L. What's interesting about this weapon is Classic Army has actually discontinued it, so the only way you can actually obtain this gun is to purchase it from someone who purchased it before Classic Army discontinued the gun. Classic Army actually just made a newer model of the Scar L, but it's like a sport line version, and the only thing they've done is they've taken this body gun and attached like a version 3 stock to it, so nothing really special about that. This is actually my first AEG that I ever purchased, and I was using this weapon before Team ODA was even conceived. So I would have had this gun for about 2 years running, and then we started up the team, and then I got the VSC Scar L right around when we started the team, and then I've just been using the VSC Scar L ever since. But I've held on to this one because it was just such a nice weapon when I was using it. I might just take it out and use it again someday just to make a video and just screw around and have some fun. But it was a really good weapon when I was using it, and just like to hold on to it because it's kind of special to me. Keep it as a little keepsake, as a reminder, all those good times I had when I was first starting out with Airsoft. So, yep, that's my Classic Army Scar L. Alright, so the second rifle on our list is my VSC Scar L, and as you can tell by looking at it, it's got a lot of external upgrades. So it's got a magpul flash hider on it, magpul rail guard, AFG, it's got a little sling point here, accommodates a Cobra bungee sling, yeah, that's it. It's got a little China clone EOTech sight on it. I put a lot of internal upgrades into it. I put a 6.01 Type 4 barrel, 380mm in the gearbox. I've got an ICS piston and piston head. I've got an upgraded tappet plate. I got a higher strength spring. I forget the exact. I think it's an M120. I've got a high torque motor in there, and yeah, I think that's about it for the internals. I chose the Scar platform because basically I see it as a souped up M4. I mean, it's got ambidextrous controls. It looks really nice. I really like this monolithic rail because sometimes I like to run a magnifier here. I'm looking to get a PEC box so I can fill the rail space on here a little bit. I've been looking to get some lights and lasers to put on this, and I think that PEC box will work really nicely. And I really like all the features on the Scar, such as the folding stock. It's really adjustable for the kind of shooter you are. You can adjust the cheek rest, stock, other things like that. It's got a nice bolt lock on it, and the sound when it's released sounds really nice. The camera doesn't really do it justice. But yeah, VSC Scar L, my personal favorite rifle in my arsenal. Alright, so this weapon is a G&G Raider. I forget the exact model of Raider. There's a lot of Raider variants, but it's definitely a G&G Raider. The reason why I purchased this was because I wanted a backup gun in case my Scar broke down or malfunctioned in some sort of way. So I was looking for something that was cheap and reliable. And I did some research, and apparently this one got a lot of rave reviews for its low price and high quality for that price. The gun features a polymer body. One quirk I did have about it was the rails. The rails right here made out of polymer. However, these rails up front are made out of metal. But if these were made out of metal, I would have been a lot happier as opposed to the plastic. Never was a fan of plastic rails. I find that when you put sights on them, you tighten them down really tight, they tend to crush and break and things like that. But everything else, though, I'm really happy with. It's got a nice metal outer barrel. It's got a really nice adjustable crane stock on it. It's got a decent rate of fire, good FPS output. I upgraded it a little bit. I put an angle foregrip on an MOE handguard. Got a little sling mount here. And I think for a backup gun this is an amazing weapon to choose. Alright, so the next weapon on our list is the KWA CQR Mod 1. And I actually got this gun out of a mystery box and did not come with all this magical furniture on it, so that's exactly what I did. I put all this furniture on myself, such as the MOE guard, foregrip, stock, and pistol grip. Put a few other attachments on it, such as the sling point here. It's got the sling over there somewhere. I got the this China clone EOTech sight on it. Makes it look really cool, and it helps me shooting. Helps me with my putting shots on target. And obviously it's a KWA, so it's got really high quality externals and really high quality internals. It's been shooting really nicely. Shoots really accurately. It's got a really good rate of fire with a 7.4 LiPo. And yeah, this is one of my favorite guns I have in my arsenal because A, it just looks so cool, and B, because it performs so well. I haven't even put any upgrades in it internally, but I plan to do so soon, but I just don't have the money for it. This gun replaced my backup weapon for the G&G Raider. The only reason why I'm not using this as my primary right now is because I just prefer the SCAR platform a little more over your standard M4 platform. But, you know, still a really cool weapon to have and just fun to use and play with. So, yeah, Kidway CQR Mod 1, one of my better looking rifles in my arsenal. Alright, so the final rifle we have on our list is yet another VFC SCAR. And the reason why I got this one was because I wanted a short-barreled rifle for CQB, and that's exactly what I got here with the SCAR. And since the SCAR has the ability for the outer barrel to be removed, I took that off and I installed a shorter inner barrel. The inner barrel does not extend to the suppressor, but I just put it on there to make it look cool. Really, the barrel is right there. So sometimes what I do if I really want it short, I'll just put a little standard black M4 flash hider on there so it's really short, and I can use that in the CQB environment to get around those corners really tight. And I wanted to keep down the weight, so I had a little low profile red dot sight. So like I said before, I want to keep it light so I can run and maneuver a lot easier in CQB. And also, since the SCAR has the ability for the stock to be folded, you can just use this almost like a submachine gun. I mean, I think it's a great little package. And top it off, since I run my standard SCAR, I am already familiar with the dynamics of the weapon. I know how to operate it very well, reload, things like that, so I'll be able to use it more effectively in a CQB environment. So yeah, that's my second VFC SCAR out. So the first sniper rifle on the list is the AGM L96, and the reason why I purchased this is because I wanted to try to start to get into sniping a little bit. And I didn't want to jump right into it and purchase like a $300, $400 sniper rifle and then turn out I don't like sniping and then just not have any use for it. So I want to start with a little low quality gun or low level gun and then build up from there. And this is what I came out with. It's again AGM L96. It's pretty decent quality. It's got an ABS plastic body, metal hour barrel. Came with a bipod, so that was pretty nice. And as you can see, I put some duct tape on it. You know. Camouflage it a little bit, and I was like, you know, I thought it looked cool at the time. Didn't turn out really well, but you know, I just left it on because you know I thought it looked interesting. So, and then what I did like about this is I fashioned a little magazine holder on it, so it can hold any extra magazines. Well, it can only hold one mag, but I have one in the gun, one in the mag holder, and I'll be wearing a ghillie suit when I snipe, so I don't really like wearing a chest rig or anything under a ghillie suit. So I was like, okay, that works out. That way I don't have to carry it in my pocket or anything. I'm struggling to get in my pocket through my ghillie suit, things like that. So I thought that turned out really nice. And for $100, I thought it was a pretty good purchase for a starter sniper rifle. Alright, so the final sniper on our list is a VFC SCAR that I've modified into a DMR. And how I've done this is I've attached a mock suppressor and installed a 6.03 Type bore barrel that extends all the way to the end of the suppressor. I've attached a bipod and a variable zoom scope. As for the gearbox, I haven't really done too much to it other than upgrade the spring to an M120 spring so it can reach out and touch enemies at longer distances. At the stock, I've wrapped some paracord on it. It didn't turn out as good as I'd like it, so I might have to redo it, but, you know, it's good enough, and you never know when you're going to need some rope when you're playing. So I think it's always good just to have some paracord on your person when you're playing. And that's about it for my VFC SCAR DMR. Alright, that'll conclude my Armory video. If you liked the video, hit that like button down below and or subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with our latest Airsoft games, reviews, and Armory videos such as this one. Thanks for watching.